Welcome to the channel, Jaden Chase. Now if you're new, remember to like, share and subscribe. Now, just as some assumed, Prime Minister Andrew Holness' name has been cleared by the Integrity Commission for lack of evidence, while Jean Panton has been charged. However, a video has started to circulate social media exposing the Prime Minister, calling for the removal of a minister who he says has lost the confidence of the people. Something people says is now happening to the Prime Minister himself. Is this the Prime Minister's own words coming back to haunt him? I'm going to contain the reason. Look and listen.
Mr. Golding, are you comfortable sitting in Parliament with Andrew Holness? Let's flash back to 2013.
We don't feel comfortable sitting in Parliament with a Minister of Government who was openly accepted responsibility, who expresses no regret for the act, where a Commission of Parliament has confirmed that the act is corrupt and has referred it for prosecution, and that minister shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the Prime Minister showing no signs of moving to dismiss the minister.
With all the sympathy that one can have for support, this is embarrassing, not only to the government as a party, not only the PNP, but to the government, to Jamaica, to all of us. Our heads bow this morning with this sort of reaction to it.
So we have to take firm actions in this regard. It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence and in which the institutions of the society are all agree that this person does not enjoy their trust or faith and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government.
Some are saying similar to how the Prime Minister says the citizens have lost confidence in certain ministers or that minister at that time. People are saying on numerous occasions, citizens have said they have lost confidence in ministers within the Prime Minister's cabinet. Yet still, nothing was done and nothing has been done. Tell me in the comment section if you feel like, just as though the Prime Minister is saying that something should have been done when citizens pointed out that they had lost confidence in certain ministers. Is it the same situation now happening within his own party? Have citizens not only lost confidence in ministers of certain ministries, but also in the minister or the Prime Minister himself? And the other stories making headlines today. Talk to me in the comment section. Now, the Financial Investigation Division of the FID this morning reported that Jean Panton has been charged with breaches of a Larceny Act, the Proceeds of Crime Act, the Forgery Act, and the Cyber Crimes Act. Now, prior to charges being laid, Panton was interviewed by investigators in the presence of her attorney between Tuesday and Thursday. Searches were conducted on 2 premises in the corporate area connected to her. Now, the FID noted that in these search operations, or while these search operations were conducted, her attorneys and Panton were there. They were quoted as saying the results in the seizure of documents and electronic devices, which include telephones, along with other evidences, or pieces of evidence, are still being thoroughly analyzed, said the FID. So even to this point, they have not fully gone through all the documents and all the electronic devices that were said to be owned by Jean Panton and maybe linked to the multi-billion-dollar fraud scandal that took place at SSL. Now, the FID Chief Technical Director stated that they wanted to assure the public that they will unravel what exactly took place at SSL. Now, just to point out, to date, that means Only Jean Panton has been charged, and she has just been charged. So my point out said, while the Prime Minister's name was cleared, Jean Panton was charged. Even though the opposition has still said that the Prime Minister has not declared assets from 2021. And I guess that is a separate issue. But we're awarding contracts to a company owned by a friend or associate is concerned, there's not enough evidence to prosecute the Prime Minister. So the Prime Minister's name has technically been cleared of all charges and all accusations, or all possibilities of charges and all accusations. Jean Panton, however, even though some have said that maybe she has turned state witness or has cooperated with the FBI, she has confessed. So no doubt she's cooperating, but charges have still been brought against her. Seeing that she's the only name, and they did have evidence to show that she had taken money from 2010. Even becoming a witness or giving law enforcement information, unless that information resulted in higher individuals being captured, charges being brought against them, we don't see what kind of deal they would have offered where no charges would be brought against her. Now, law enforcement also stated that Usain Bolt's former track manager or former business manager was never a suspect and was never treated as such. He was questioned and released. He was questioned and went home, but never treated as a suspect. So for all the people who feel like, say, how Bolt money was taken was because his then business manager was a part of some, no. Law enforcement has cleared Usain Bolt's former business manager's name as well. He never have nothing to do with it. Never know about nothing and was not involved in anything. Him and Usain Bolt's issue is a different situation, and it seems to have nothing to do with the SSL situation, even though Jean Panton allegedly contacted a business manager of Bolt. We don't know if it's the same person. She never said that. But tell me you think, with the statement from the headlines being the SSL investigation would bring forth much more than the government bargained for, and then we see the Integrity Commission fouled out with something. We see company owe millions in a payroll tax, which have led the people to ask how much more company are paying a payroll tax, which would be a major crime against citizens. Citizens who are work and feel like them NHT are true and certain things are true, and then only if you go to these places and you say the company never paid. So of course these are very serious crimes. But it was said that Bolt was wondering why Panton was not charged. Now, as Bolt got sip on the headlines, she has been charged. I doubt she has still had the chance to convince Bolt that she was not the one who take fee money. At this point, Bolt not care who take the money. He just want the money back. And almost everybody, but I say everybody, but hear this, I say, yo, Bolt to get back his money. We have some people that talk about, oh, Bolt a billionaire and Bolt a this and, yeah, but him go run for him money and blessings. Whole heap of training. We don't know running no weights, pound no foot for no whole heap of hours. We never go Olympics, go run. We never do them something there. So if you say Bolt to the money, I have things to say. If you not say Bolt to get back his money, I don't feel like I don't feel talk about Bolt thing. And not only Bolt, but all of the other clients who had their money in SSL, because it's not Bolt alone. I'm going to think Bolt asks for justice for himself alone. He asks for justice for everybody. Talk to me in the comment section. Tell me what you think about Holness' name being cleared. Integrity Commission saying that a lack of evidence. There's no evidence for any criminal charges to be brought against the Prime Minister. What do you feel about him statements? Saying, when certain things like this that bring disgrace, and not only a minister, but also, and not only a minister and his party, but the entire Jamaica. And when the people have lost confidence, or no longer have any confidence in a minister, something should be done. What do you think about statements like that? When people have said the same about ministers in the Prime Minister's cabinet. Tell me how you feel about Gene and Panton being charged. If you're new to the channel, click the subscribe icon, then put it on all. If you just a pass through, click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon. And of course, as stated, put it on all. The comment section open 24/7, never lucky yet. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions there. And we can contain the reasoning via the comment section. Now, until the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours is, of course, for you to live, love, and prosper. If you know, stay tuned until the reason again.